So in today's video, we're going to be going through my favorite effects VST plugins and their free alternative versions, just in case you don't really have a budget for music at the moment. We've got a jam-packed video, but before we do jump into that, just a quick word from today's sponsors, DistroKid. If you make music and you want to get it distributed on streaming services such as Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, DistroKid is the one-stop shop for you to do that. Not only are they the best, they are the quickest as well, as they get your tracks into stores 10 to 20 times faster than any other distributor. One of the things I love about DistroKid is that they are always innovating and creating new ways to help us get our music in front of fresh eyes, and that's exactly what they're doing with DistroVid. For instance, did you know that many streaming services now show full-length music videos in addition to music? You can pay $99 per year and get unlimited music videos uploaded. You can upload 4K videos and get custom thumbnails, as well as you get an official Vivo channel on YouTube as well, which is pretty cool. If you do want to sign up to DistroKid, feel free to use my 7% discount code in the description below, and I'll also leave the link to DistroVid down there as well. Now let's get into the video. Huge shout out to DistroKid for sponsoring today's video. First up, we have the Tape Mellowify by Arturia. Tape Mellowify is an easy to use plugin that brings instant chill, atmosphere and vintage tape aged warmth to any sound. So basically it gives you lo-fi type of vibes. Tape Mellowify is currently at £85 at the moment. Sometimes it does go on sale. I'll leave all of the paid plugins and the free alternatives in the description below as well. This is what it will look like inside of your DAW. It comes with a bunch of presets too, depending on what kind of sound you want. You can mess with the preamp settings, tape, and it even has like a tape stop feature over here. But first I'm going to be making a piano loop so we can try this effect on it, and then afterwards I'll be showing you the free alternative. So that's what Tape Mellowify does, makes everything sound old and vintage sounding. For me, the natural alternative to this would be Origin by Cymatics. Origin is a vintage / lo-fi plugin created to make your samples sound like they're straight from the old tape machine. As you can hear there, Origin pretty much doing the same kind of job, has less features like the tape stop feature and that kind of thing, but it still has saturation and a noise feature as well. One thing I want to get across in this video is that even though they are free alternative plugins, doesn't mean they're not as good as the paid ones, but that's for you to decide and your own personal perspective on these plugins. So next up is Soothe 2. Unfortunately, I don't have this. I tried to download this 20-day trial here and it just wouldn't let me have it. It wanted a serial number, so I'm not sure what that's about, but I would love to have this in the future. It is definitely on the list of plugins I do want to get. Soothe 2 is a dynamic resonance suppressor, so basically those harsh sounds you might hear in some melodies or loops. Unfortunately, because I don't have it, I can't show you an example of it, but I do have the free alternative, and the free alternative to me would be this Vasteus by Wavegrove. Essentially this does what Soothe 2 says it does as well, but more of a simplified dial down version. So we have this loop here. So we have a couple of harsh frequencies there. They're not too harsh where it's really hurting your ears, but they could be a problem if you don't tame them. This is what it will look like inside of your DAW. There's a tame dial here and a wet knob over here. That's pretty much all I use, to be honest. So next up we have Polyspace Pocrani Sounds. This is my new favorite go-to reverb. It's worth mentioning that I use this sometimes as well as Crystalline sometimes. Like they're my two like go-to. This is what Polyspace looks like in DAW. Comes with a bunch of presets and a few dials down here so you can kind of control the sound with a dry wet knob down here. As you can hear, that gives you instant ambient reverb vibes. They're like extreme examples. Of course, you can dial it down and make it a lot more subtle. This is what Crystalline does. Absolutely love that reverse and freeze feature right there. It really adds character to it. It comes with a bunch of presets as well for different kind of scenarios like drums and vocals. I have two natural kind of free alternatives for this. Valhalla Supermassive being one of them, comes with a bunch of presets. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about this plugin at this point, but they have recently updated it with a few more presets. This is essentially a delay plugin as well, rather than just a reverb one, but it does have a reverb section here: small, medium, large and massive. Speaking of delay plugins, there is another great one I want to mention as well called Delay. This one's pretty awesome too. Delay packs loads of features in a simple minimalistic interface. Comes with a reverb section as well as delay presets as well. So this is Kickstart 2 by Nicky Ramiro and Cable Guys. What this is essentially is a sidechain plugin. It will temporarily remove any kind of audio for your drums to come through and hit even harder in most cases. What some people do these days as well is they would use it as kind of a movement rather than just a sidechain. They use it to get like a kind of bounce as well. This is what it will look like inside of your DAW. It has a mix dial over here. You can link it to any MIDI or audio. So the natural free alternative for me would be Simple Side. This is what Simple Side looks like. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles and automations, and it doesn't have presets like shapes already. You can draw your own shapes in, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool to use in like future bass type of drops as well. So next up is Pan Man by Sound Toys. I don't own Pan Man myself at the moment, but this is essentially a panning plugin. Unfortunately, because I don't have it, I can't show you an example of it, but this would be like the creme de la creme of paid panning plugins in my opinion. So this is Spreadlight. This would be Pan Man's natural alternative free plugin. This is what it will look like inside of your DAW, just a small little utility. It will help you spread your sound, hence spread light, with width as well as panning as well. Another free alternative would be Pancake 2 by Cable Guys. This is what it looks like inside of your DAW. You can manipulate it to sound however you want to. Here is an example of what it does. You can draw different kind of shapes to make it pan left to right, either faster or slower or not at all in some cases. Obviously it doesn't have all of the bells and whistles and presets and intricacies as Pan Man does, but it does definitely help you be a bit more sophisticated with your panning rather than just panning left and right. Whilst we're speaking about width and panning, it's only right to show you guys wider. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about wider at the moment, so this is wider, makes things wider. So in my last video I said to you guys, if you comment what plugin you wanted to win from the 70k giveaway in my last video, I'll give you a shout out in this video. So here are the people that commented. If you would like a shout out in my next video, all you have to do right now is like this video, and in the comment section below just let me know what your favorite effects plugin is, free or paid, and I'll give you a shout out in my next video. But please bear in mind it is the first 20 people that do get shout outs. Now let's get back into it. So next up we're going to focus on reverse type of plugins. This one is called the reverse plugin, believe it or not, by Initial Audio. On sale at the moment at $9.99 from $49.99. This is what it will look like inside of your DAW. My free alternative to that would be the Reverser by Kilohertz. It's worth saying that Kilohertz do a load of effects VSTs, as you can see right here. They're all pretty simple little utilities, but they definitely do the job for you. Let's see if you can do what the paid one can do. Another awesome alternative would be Backmask by Freak Show Industries, and this company is one of the craziest, unusual plugin companies I've ever came across. Just nuts. When you come across it, you'll know. A chaotic reverser plugin built to make mom proud. So whenever I've shown Freak Show's plugins before on my channel, a lot of people get confused or upset telling me that it's not free because it says $20 here. All you have to do is click steal. You can literally steal it for free. That's why they're such legends. It'll take you to a page here when you can underpay. You can go down to $5, but if you still want to get it for free, scroll down a little bit further. Why do you choose this life of crime? Money is tight, software should be free. I don't give a F. If you're able to summon enough Fs to help us out in a non-financial way, then consider acting as a carrier of our social media brainwashing signal. Tell your friend to come steal stuff from us as well. I love this company. Anyway, click steal again, and then once you've signed up, you can download your plugins here, Mac, Windows, and then they'll ask you for a license at some point where you can download them there as well. Hopefully this will be enough information for the questions not to be asked in the comments below. Now this is what it looks like in DAW, absolutely Illuminati confirmed type stuff. Anyway, so this is a reverser as well, back mask. I would say it does the job. It does more than the job. I love the panning it does as well, and the plugin GUI is absolutely nuts. I even got swore at one point, so what more could you ask from a plugin? Next up is Knock by Decap. These will make your drums knock. That's his thing, that's not my thing. This is what it looks like inside of your DAW before and after, and I'll flick through some of the presets over here as well. Absolutely love this plugin. I love how this sub here makes your kicks into like 808s. The only free alternatives I could find that was remotely similar was Diablo Lite by Cymatics. It is a drum enhancer plugin. Now granted, the Lite version doesn't come with as many bells as whistles as the full version obviously, but if you guys know any better free alternatives for this plugin in particular, please let me know in the comment section below, or for any of the plugins that I've named today, if you know any better free alternatives, let me know. But yeah, this is what Diablo Lite looks like inside of your DAW. Punch increases your sound and gives a punchier attack, and clip boosts your signal into a hard or soft clipper. And yes, before anybody mentions it in the comment section below, I'm fully aware you can do most of this using stock plugins, but I think the whole point of plugins, especially effects plugins in general, is the overall ease and the speed of doing things. Like to recreate the knock plugin, you'd have to make some kind of a rack, and then you'd have to throw in the stock plugins individually, whereas knock comes as a complete plugin with all of those options there already. So yeah, I think plugins are actually there for speed and ease rather than doing something that you can't do with your stock plugins already. So if you would like any of these plugins, free or paid, I'll list them all together in the description below like I always do. Don't forget to enter the 70k giveaway from my last video. I will link it here, and I'll link some random plugin videos here and here as well. I've been Dixon. Be safe, be productive, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.